Welcome back to Talk Tight End. Today on the mics we have
Emery Gill.
Winston Bishop.
Brian Munoz.
and Gabriel Simons, and this is Talk Tight End.
This is episode Episode 3?
Episode 2? No, this is episode 2 of the official series. We're gonna have an underground series of like a bunch of fuck ups, but
Yep. Bloopers.
it's all part of growing and building a better version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to say about that, Winston Bishop?
Wait, you asked the question again.
Can Bishop face adversity, as Brian previously stated?
Adversity is like a very vague term, I feel like, adversity comes a long way with family, your mental state, your physical state, and we all go through adversity in our point of lives. And
Everyone faces it in their own way.
We just gotta surpass it. Like
motivation.
When someone calls you a bitch, you just gotta be like, you're a bitch back. And
Who called you a bitch?
My dad always be saying I'm a little bitch, but I get it. I'm pretty little. I'm pretty small, so gotta face through that adversity.
That's real.
That's inspirational.
What about you, Brian? How do you come through adversity? Because your race.
My race? What do you mean? Like cultural adversity? Like people I've been called a lot of slurs in my life, but just can't really get to you.
Fuck up.
No, you could not.
Is that the most sheltered bullying life, bro? Like what? What? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was called a beaner, wetback.
What's a wetback?
Yeah, please explain what a wetback.
I don't know. My mom explained it to me, but I kind of forgot. It was like,
So a wetback is basically when you're having sex, right? And you come on someone's back. That's a wetback.
That's not.
That's what. That's what. No, it is. It actually is. Look it
That's
up.
the
Man.
unconfirmed
If it-
definition.
It is. Look, it's true. It's true. I'm telling you.
I don't think I would want that on my search history, even if I were to look that up.
Mexican without official authorization.
Yeah, but there's two ways of wetback. So a wetback is a Mexican living in the U.S., especially without official authorization, so without their green card. But
What justifies the name? I don't know right
bro, we're not justifying. Okay,
Like, why is it?
Joe, this is going into the bloopers,
No,
bro.
we need to go into it so we can find out.
I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, espalda mojado, isn't it? Wait, it's how to say it in Spanish.
What does that mean?
But I'm trying to figure out.
Bro, no. Next topic.
All right, I'm just gonna get to the point.
What is a wetback?
Why is it called?
A wet?
Damn, slow ass typer. So named from the practice of swimming the Rio Grande to reach the U.S. So,
Oh, it's because they would swim.
Oh, okay.
yep.
I feel like, is that really a slur though?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
What about you, Amber? How do you come through adversity with curry comments and?
Yeah, so I've been, a lot of people call me slurs, kind of like Brian. I've been, called a lot of slurs, especially by my close friends.
What do you get called though? What do you get called though?
Well,
Specifically.
I don't like
Who?
my good friend. I've been knowing him for a long time, Christian Sola.
Oh,
I
I
feel
thought
like
it was Solus.
He likes to say a lot of slurs to me. I do feel hurt by this. He likes to make a lot of scammy.
What type of slurs? What type of slurs?
Huh?
What type of slurs? What type of slurs he be saying to you?
Well, you see, I'm on my yearly resolution of saying no slurs, so I can't say the slur yet. Hello, Mr. Sola.
He called me Beaner.
But are you a beaner?
But
I am.
you identify.
I am too.
I am too. I think we almost all are, except Amber.
So yeah, for a year of my resolution, I haven't been saying any slurs, and I wish to keep that until next year.
No, you don't.
How have you fought through the mental battle that it must take, the great toll it must take to avoid saying these racial slurs mid-game, especially while watching the Shanahan dynasty ruin?
It's really hard. Like, when I'm just like, it's really hard. especially like when I'm watching football or when I'm talking to friends, and I hear like somebody like Manuel on the mic, or I hear Christian on the mic. It's really hard for me to contain that, and I have to persevere and tell myself this is for the betterment of myself.
You said Manuel's kind makes you want to say racial slurs.
A lot of kinds, not just his.
What type?
What do you mean by kind?
What type of kinds? What do you mean by that?
You just meant something when you said kinds, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just
might need to get chalked.
it's not just Manuel's kind. We got
What's Manuel's kind though? Is he a wetback?
Is that what you inferred when you said earlier, like wetbacks and beaners? Is that what you meant, Amarillo?
I'm not the one who even said that, by the way. That was Winston. I'm not the one who even.
Winston, what? That was literally Brian.
Brian, y'all two were talking about it. I was completely silent here.
Okay, I don't need to hear it from you.
You see what I mean? I had to do it. I have to
Not say racial slurs right now.
Chicken masala.
Yes.
Rice?
Chicken
I think on that. I think we should move on to a different topic before our podcast gets canceled.
So, new topic. This is deep. Where do we see each other after high school or in 5 years?
I'm down to go.
So we have Gabe first.
So straight up, I'm low-key delusional. Call it delusion. Call it hope. Call it manifestation. I know I'm going to be rich, though. I don't know where I want to go to college, where I'll get accepted to yet. I just know my path is going to take me to the money.
All right.
That sounds cringe, but it's true. Not too motivational, but like, hella capitalist.
My primary career path is gonna be smoking crack in the back of an alley. but if that doesn't work out,
going on.
all right. If that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna have to pursue being a millionaire by the age of 22.
No. I agree. No. I literally told my sister, I was like, if I'm not a millionaire by age 25, I need you to off me. Like, I do not deserve to be on. I need you to off me. Like, I don't want this life if I'm not a millionaire by 25. Wait, I also have a goal. I want to own my first real estate property by age 21. I'm trying to scale that quick.
I really respect that, Gabe. I really respect that one.
Brian's not done.
No, you got it.
All right. So I was gonna say, my goal, obviously, I wanna, the next 5 years, I wanna, be in the college that I want, and be well into my major. But my actual goal has nothing to do with, being in college, being financially successful. You're looking at the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. The future, I will be the starting quarterback. I will be drafted. I will be drafted. I will take this team to a Super Bowl, I promise.
He's not going to get drafted, but so in all honesty, unlike these fucks, but let's take it real deep. So after high school, I probably actually might take a break from baseball,
Ooh.
I feel like for a month or maybe a week actually, because I can't.
A week?
I need to.
What the fuck?
That's a break.
That is not a break,
That
bro.
is a break. A 1 week break, like.
See, that's inspirational.
Study.
I'm sorry to cut you off. That's inspirational. That's like pure definition of setting a new standard for yourself. Because he views a break as a week. You got to be like continuously working towards your goal to where you don't even view a break as.
Not even like.
Take a break as skipping reps.
Not even
That's
a complete
truly
break
motivational.
though, like a complete break from like just baseball in general. Like working, I'm still gonna work out, still gonna run, but in 5 years, I don't know where I'm going. Like possibly, baseball might end there after my JUCO years, or I might go to a nice D2 or Division I school in 5 years, maybe get drafted one day. But I feel like, in all honesty, life is hard, life is tough. You should look forward for today, and look towards the past.
No, not you. Thank you for that inspirational speech.
Yep.
You
Y'all so gay, bro. It's like where are we going to see each other in 5 years? Y'all talking about I want to be millionaires, but y'all don't have the steps towards becoming a millionaire.
Check me out.
You want to start a business, but what type of business
Month
you want to go
one.
into?
We're not house flipping. We are contract flipping though with real estate. We're going into wholesaling, trying to make money off of that.
What about wholesaling though?
What?
What about wholesaling you want to go into?
I don't know yet. It's
What
not a
type of-
subject that I could have
Like, do you want
that I was able to jump.
You want to
into
open
as
up a
deep as I wanted
401c?
to.
Do you even know what a 401c
No,
is?
no, I do not.
What is a 401c?
I said I don't.
A 401c is a nonprofit business.
So is that like related for taxes, or what are you talking about?
It's basically opening up your own business. It's a nonprofit business. So it's a business that you open up and you don't make profit right away. It's not like you're opening up a Chick-fil-A. That's a profit business.
Yeah.
A nonprofit. Say if like I'm opening up a running company, that's a nonprofit business. It's my.
What's
own
your
company.
point in having a 401c though? Like, where are you trying to relate it to the conversation?
Isn't it
Like, how does it tie to wholesaling?
Isn't it just supposed to be courteous?
What do you mean courteous?
Like just to help others, like altruistic.
Oh, because he's saying the 401c is to help like donation, etc.
No, it's like you're doing your own care home business, right?
Yeah.
That's a nonprofit business.
Oh, okay.
If you're not, it's a business that's not making profit, right?
Why would you have that though? If your end goal is not to necessarily help the world, but it's to make as much money as possible. Not that that's the end goal, but let's say for now.
That's what the business is. So if I'm opening up a running business, right, I'm giving back to my community of baseball,
Right.
to like kids. I'm helping them get better, like running, like hitting, pitching, throwing, anything.
But isn't that like
What?
the purpose of it just to be like altruistic, like altruism?
Yeah, what Ty? Why did you even say that? Like that's what we're trying to get to. Like
Because it's like you're talking about wholesales, but like you don't know what type of wholesale business you want to open up for. Like it's better if you open up a nonprofit business.
through real estate? What?
From that at the start.
But that's the whole point. You want to own your own business. You won't benefit right away. Isn't that a whole point of a business?
My point is,
You lose.
I'm trying to get into wholesaling real estate.
You just even know anything
Ideally,
about wholesaling.
commercial real estate is what you have. What? See, I feel like judging from you because what you're saying doesn't even relate to the topic of what we're talking about.
Yes, but it's like you want to open up a business and make money right away. You're not going to have that though.
But like,
So why not? Why you can?
It's not a business though. It's more of a middleman thing.
But you're not going to make.
Do you know what
you're not gonna
wholesaling
make
is,
a
though?
lot of
Like-
money out of being a middleman though.
I feel like hustling.
That's why
is
you
the
do
way to go.
wholesaling,
Like you just
though.
start like
Yeah, that's a nonprofit. You hustle
That's why you.
on a
That's why you
nonprofit
got to do
business.
wholesaling because living in a house is a necessity. It's a necessity. There's no negotiating it. So there's always money to be made.
Yeah.
I'm not buying the house or owning the house ever. I'm owning the contract, which I'm selling to a contractor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you? I don't understand what you're questioning though.
I get that, but it's just like you're going to a business that's like not so popular.
Not profitable.
It's not.
Is that what you're trying to say?
It's still profitable. It's just like not popular than like others. It's like nurses are a need, right? There needs to be more nurses, right? So more people go into nursing because it's going to be more profitable.
So long story short, good health is a need. It's a necessity,
yes,
right?
of course.
So is shelter, unless you're trying to be homeless.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
People don't need to buy houses nowadays because they're being so expensive. People can just buy.
That's just a difference in belief and mindset, though. Like, I think there's always going to be like a good 40% of the population at least who have the
It's like-
mentality of I need to own my own property.
It's like homeless people. They live in tents.
Are you,
It's like that-
are you trying to say
Look,
like in
hear it
2026
out, hear it out.
everyone's going to be homeless
Hear
in
it out.
tents?
Hear it out. Look, homeless people live in tents, but that's their house. That's their home, right? They don't need to buy a house because they feel safe and they feel protected.
Most people aren't homeless though. Like,
Bro, you know what that chance is?
okay, am I retarded? Is this guy like, you're not cooking, bro? What are you saying?
You know the chance to get struck by lightning though? It's like
Yeah,
1 in 1 million.
What if you're like all the
Like I feel like even if like people live in a tent, wouldn't they want to afford the money to be in a better
That,
home?
like they just
That's
feel the
like-
need
that's-
to get smited by Zeus.
Yeah, no, like what I'm trying to explain to
It's
you.
not real.
Like Brian, what I'm trying to explain to you, I feel like even if you call a tent your home, I feel like you want to afford enough money to live in a better house, don't you want to?
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna
Like,
still try to push
the
something
end
like
goal is just to,
I want to
like,
make money, live in an
to
apartment or a house,
constantly
obviously.
improve. And so like I feel like a tent, you're just kind of complacent.
Yeah, but I'm saying like even if that's your home, you want to strive to live in a better house, don't you?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel like
My
that
point
all
is
correlates
housing
with,
is
like
a-
ambition though.
Huh?
That all correlates with like ambition though.
And that's what anything is. Perspective and ambition. I think I already told you about this, but like, it's so cringe.
Say it.
It's so cringe.
Just say it.
All of life is just perspective, you know. Like,
Yeah, we can take my section
you-
out of the arguing.
what the fuck was?
The bloopers.
Huh?
The bloopers.
What is the topic?
What
What is
we
the
wanna
topic
be
at this
in,
point?
like
I don't know.
career
We gotta
paths.
change it up.
It was career paths.
Career paths.
Yeah, it was career paths.
All right, where are you going into, Brian? What do we think?
We're talking about tents and housing in this current economy.
I don't know shit about the economy.
Hey, majority of people are homeless in the United States.
Yeah.
No, they're what?
Maybe not majority, but there's probably like a fair amount.
Yeah, fair amount that only make up like 10% of the population.
What
percent of the population in America is homeless?
It's probably like 20, like it's like low 20s, like maybe like low to high.
Just
20s.
under 20%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's 20%, right? There's still 80% of the population that needs a home. Let's say out of the 80, only 20% of those people are trying to be homeowners. You can still sell contracts to the.
Wait. He's trying to say
I don't know. He's basing it.
Because earlier you were like,
He's basing it.
Like, oh, it's not a profitable business because not everyone's trying to buy a home.
Not everyone's trying to buy a home now because it's so expensive now in the United States to buy a home.
I feel like your main argument is probability, though. So like,
me?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
Probability that you need a roof over your head?
Wait, why do you think?
What the fuck? Like,
Why do you think so many people don't want to live in like Chicago or like New York or anything?
why? What's your reasoning?
Because there's so much violence. The homes there are really cheap, and more people don't want to live in Chicago because there's so much gang violence, there's so much violence. Same with New York, there's so much homeless people. Same in San Francisco, there's so many people in San Francisco who are homeless. So more people are not living in those areas.
Are you saying that they're choosing to be homeless? I'm confused on what you're saying.
Yes, people choose to be homeless because people can get jobs. People can work at McDonald's.
So people are choosing to not rent out apartments or house in New York. They'd rather be lonely. They'd rather be homeless, even if they have.
I mean, I know. Let me add on to this. I know people that willingly live in their car because they don't make enough to afford a house.
But they still strive to eventually.
Yeah, no, but like, no, I'm gonna back up what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up what you're saying. I'm saying that like Winston, what you're telling me that people who have the money to rent an apartment or afford a home rather be homeless than do that. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. If they can, they can. I'm saying people choose to be homeless because they don't want to put forth the effort.
So when they have the money, they'd rather be homeless than live in a house?
When did I ever say that?
Like a minute ago, like you were saying. So you're saying
You're
that?
saying that most people are going to end up choosing to be homeless over owning a property.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused on that.
Real estate wholesaling isn't a profitable business.
I never said people are going to choose to be homeless because they wouldn't
Okay,
afford a home.
what did you say then? Please clarify.
I said there's so many people who are homeless and like their tents are their
We're
homes.
changing the topic. This shit's retarded, bro.
Because I never said that. I never said that though.
Yeah, but
I never said that.
okay, what did you say? Clarify your statement so I know
what
what.
I said.
Oh my God, we're switching the topic.
No, but I never said.
But Patrick
I never
Mahomes' ankle injury, week 11. Was it week 11? No, it's like week 14. Week 14, Patrick Mahomes injury. Okay, you did it. Okay, let's just move on. Because like that shit was good.
No, because we're going to stay on this topic.
Okay, what's up?
You're not going to put words in my mouth that I didn't say.
Okay, I didn't put words in your mouth. I
No,
said.
Emma did. You
So
did.
please clarify what you said then. If like.
I never said most people who are going to afford homes are not going to choose to be homeless. I said
Okay,
they're not
you
going to
didn't
want it.
say that.
They're
What
not gonna-
did you
look,
say?
Most people don't want to own homes now because they're so expensive, so they're going to live in apartments.
Okay.
To save up money.
With goals to eventually own.
Yes, the goal is to eventually own a home.
Okay.
But
Let me say my
he asked me
piece.
if he asked me if people chose to be homeless. I'm like, people choose to be homeless because they don't want to work. That was a different
Right.
topic. He then asked me, so you say people with money who can afford, that's a different topic. He chose two different topics he asked me.
Let's lock it on a topic then, and let's not worry about who said what. Let's just focus on the topic then. So which topic was that?
You see how like,
Task? Like,
hold on. You see how like due to foreshortening, I look like the biggest person here.
What?
Due to foreshortening, I look like the biggest person here. Look at the camera.
What does that have to do with anything?
Dude, Ryan's retarded, bro.
I'm just pointing that out.
What are you talking about?
But anyways, next topic.
Mahomes week 14 injury. How do you feel about the match?
What is your? All right. What the fuck? Fuck that. No, we're not talking about Mahomes. We're not talking about Mahomes.
I feel like you just don't. I feel like you just hating on me.
All right. What is your biggest inspiration for lifting?
The leaderboard. That's my only inspiration to lift. Low-key, if we didn't have a leaderboard with our maxes on there, I don't think I'd care so much. I mean, I do have personal goals to have like respectable lifts according like to my ability and my resources, but like if the leaderboard wasn't up there, that was going to stay there for like at least the next 10, 15 years, my motivation would tank easily.
This guy's never gonna see the leaderboard once he graduates.
Shut the fuck.
Alright.
He won't come back. He's like,
Yeah,
he's gonna come back when you're like 30, when we're having our anniversary, going to Libra. Guys, someone broke my record. No.
Wait, is that real though? Like, I hear like some schools they host like what is it called? Like after like 10 years? No,
Yeah.
get-togethers. They're like,
Yeah, they do.
I've never heard of that like before. Like at least in Hercules. So how would they even? How would that even? What?
Pinole does it.
Pinole?
They have a reunion, and my mom went to Pinole.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, like, what do you mean?
I don't know. It was just like how long ago was that?
Like her reunion?
Yeah.
It was like probably like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh really? Was it like every 10 years or something?
I think so.
Who's running those though?
Yeah, who is running it? And like, how would they?
Because
Just
I don't think the
contact every
school
senior,
cares
like,
enough, you know. No, the way I seen it was like my mom. She had one, but it was under a Facebook post. Like it wasn't under like direct email or message.
Really?
Yeah. So you kind of got to be like intact and still following, right?
I don't think it's at the school though. Usually, it's probably like you guys get together. I don't know, randomly.
Would you guys go to one in 10 years?
Yeah, I'd go.
It'd be a great experience.
I wouldn't be excited. I just
Brian, what's your motivation for lifting?
My motivation, I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, what if somebody ran? No, all right, maybe that'd be partially a reason, but I was thinking about it one day, and I was like, what if I get ran up on, and like somebody just like wants to randomly beat my ass, and I just can't do anything because I'm 140, just too scrawny.
So it's for self-defense.
So I'm like,
Self-defense.
yeah, basically
Okay.
self-defense.
How is that going to help you in self-defense?
I can see
Getting strong. Like
yeah, but
You're telling me, even with all the working out, and you get punched in the face, and you don't work out your face, can you take that?
I'm not no pussy. I'll take that punch straight to the face.
All right, so my motivation is a bit different. I have multiple factors. My first one is definitely to lose weight to convert that fat into muscle. I'm competing against two of my friends, and I want to be stronger than my brother. That's my motivations. I'm competing against Dax Alexander Fix and Ulysses Morphin.
Damn, bro, the whole name is crazy, bro.
All right, wait. How much do they bench right now?
I know Dax benches 175. Ulysses Morphin benches 135, I believe.
Are you trying to beat their combined weight, like their combined bench, or?
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm the stronger person compared to Ulysses, and I'm trying to catch up to Dax. No, not in that
Mr. Rashid
sense.
is
no.
alpha.
He said that this morning. He was like, I was trying to be alpha to the guy that was cutting up the road.
Yeah, he tried to do somebody. He had this feel of justice. This feel of justice.
No, Mr. Rashid was Batman this morning. He was talking about it. He was like, there's a dude cutting up the road, and he was like, what if my kids were in my car? Then that's threatening their safety. So he said he stared him down because he felt a sense of justice and wanted to show his alpha side. She was truly inspirational, honestly. Couldn't handle that.
Wait, I actually have a really good question. What would you consider an average life, and would you be happy with it?
No.
An average life?
Like, let's say, wait, hold on. Like, let's say, like, I don't know, you just work like a normal office job.
So like 9 to 5?
Yeah, like a normal office job, like 9 to 5. You have like a wife and like 3 kids.
See, I think your
Like,
average life.
You're not gonna be remembered like in the next 20 years, but like. But you're just.
Yeah, but you lived a respectable life. You provided for your family.
Yeah, you provided for your family, and like you just brought 3 people into the world.
I think ultimately an average life is defined by what you grew up around. Meaning, if you grew around, I don't even know how to say it. If you were middle class, then that's what your average life is. That's what your baseline should be for what you're striving for in terms of like career wise, what you can afford. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like so. There's a study done back in like the 1920s to be sustainable in the United States was like you needed like $18,000 like a year, right? Now in the United States to be sustainable, you need to make $167,000 a year, and that is like the top like 5% of people.
What do you define sustainable though? 'Cause, like,
Yeah,
probably,
exactly.
like, you
Okay.
live like on like 50 to 70K.
Yeah, but it's like you have but you said you have a wife and 3 kids, right? You got to pay for your kids. You got to pay for your car. You got to pay for your house. You got to pay your wife. You got to pay for food. And like all in all, you taxes. Like so, you gotta. So you understand it's like being sustainable, you need to make over six figures. And that's like the average in the United States people make is like 50K, because it's not natural. Like you could get a job and just make 70K easily. So to be sustainable, you need to make six figures at least, and your wife needs to make at least almost six figures to be actually sustainable.
Yeah, but you remember the second question? It was like, would you be happy with an average life?
That is an average life.
No, but I'm saying, would you be happy with it?
Like an average life, if I was alone and I was making like 80K a year, I'll probably be happy. Yeah, that's
you only supporting one stream.
yeah. But an average life, like what? Say if like a wife and like I had two kids, like I wouldn't be happy making 80K a year, because if my wife's not working, like people want a traditional women. Your wife's not working; she's only taking care of the kids, doing the dishes, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be sustainable in life because you only make one income. You need to make at least six figures to support all that, because your kids are then going to grow up. They're going to go to college. You have to pay for their college. You need to buy them a car. You need to make sure they understand how to make money, use loans, buy a house, buy property, right? So you can't just be sustainably stable with $80,000 with those functions. And that's all I have to say.
I feel like I would not necessarily be happy, but I'd be content with my life. I feel like I'd be okay with living an average life. Would I be happy? I'd be happy in some aspect. Would I be happy overall? Not really, because I'm working 9 to 5. It's just me making money. Obviously, my wife would be there taking care of the kids, raising them. That'd be very nice. But I'd be content with life.
See, I feel like for me,
Are you living above or below or at your means? Because you could be making 80K and only one income stream. But if you're living below your means and living in quote unquote like a shitty rental apartment, not trying to put anyone down who does, but if you're living below your means, then you could like splurge on a lot more, non-necessities, right? And then that changes the definition of what is an average life, right? Like, yeah.
I feel like if I were to live an average life, I probably wouldn't be happy, because I'd be pretty expendable, and when I die, I'd probably be forgotten in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Because think about it, like, if you're just like everyone else, and like you're just working like a 9 to 5, you're just doing all that stuff, like, what are you gonna be remembered
But
for?
wait, but
other than your family, no one's gonna remember you.
Your end goal is to be remembered in a greater way than just.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, at least do something remarkable.
Okay, so you want to basically, like, what's your just normal life, not your average life, but like what you want to pursue right now. You want to be remembered for what you're doing right now.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, what do you mean, like, remember? Like, do you want, like, people to remember your name, or, like, remember, like, what your career and everything is? Like, what your major was and all that?
No, I feel like if I were to be remembered, it'd probably be based on what I did rather than who I was. Actually, maybe a bit of both.
Like who you was? So, like, if you were, like, an NFL Hall of Famer, right? People want to remember, like, your great achievements in the NFL, your MVP seasons, right? But then in 100 years, people want to forget about you. So you want to still be remembered for, like, over 100 years?
I feel like at that point, that's just like,
Yeah,
presidents, like political figures.
Yeah. So you're trying to be on that level, or?
No, I'm not. I don't want to get into politics.
Yeah. But. Yeah.
Like Patrick Mahomes still gonna be remembered for hundreds of years.
Okay, that's
This
debatable.
guy's glazing Mahomes, bro.
We're going back to
How-
football talk.
How would Mahomes be remembered for 100 years?
I mean, he's still,
He has an ankle
but he's still look, he's still young, and you understand, it's like he's going to be like 30. He might retire at like 40, right? And he might win possibly like 3 more Super Bowls. At that time.
3 is a bit.
You never
excessive.
know. You never know. It's like
I mean, I
10
understand
years
that
from
it's
now.
like, we're in 21st century. It's like when I ask myself, I'm like, people are already forgetting who Montana was, and he's like the second greatest
Yeah,
quarterback.
I
in
literally
existence.
don't know. Even
People
know who
are
Montana
forgetting who
is.
Dan Marino was.
I know
feel
he
like-
played on the Niners. That's
I feel like quarterbacks age out when you get to 40 years of remembrance. I feel like they age out because people are forgetting Montana, Dan Marino. These 2 greatest quarterbacks in all of existence. People are forgetting about them.
I don't think anybody like past the age of 30 is forgetting about Montana. Maybe like newer generation, because they don't really like watch that far back. But I feel like you'd still see like a couple people like around the world rocking like a Montana jersey like out in the street.
The Raiders are gonna be forgotten.
Yeah, the Raiders.
They definitely gonna be forgotten.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're gonna terminate that organization and they'll never be heard of again.
I mean, okay, so like, I mean, I feel like I understand that you're saying like Montana would be forgotten.
Not a smooth transition. I was like, how would you be remembered? And then switch on to Mahomes and back into sports.
Yeah, but it's like,
I might be smooth like that.
but like Montana, like I love Denver, but like people are forgetting people of the past. Like, let's see, Matt Ryan. Who am I?
Matt Ryan, bro. Who the hell is Matt Ryan?
See,
Dolphins Hall of Famer.
Bart Starr,
Never-
Fran
never-
Tarkenson,
never heard
Ken
of these
Stabler, Rob Grease. Like people are forgetting. People are gonna forget these quarterbacks. I feel like Montana is slipping out of the remembrance. Eventually, he will be forgotten, unfortunately, unless you want to like go back and like look that up. Nobody's gonna really remember Montana that
Yo,
much.
the question is, are we gonna remember Hawk 2 for 100 years?
Most definitely.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna make it my life goal for Hawk Tua to be remembered.
When there's a Hawk Tua religion, eventually in 50 years, we're going to have like Hawk Tua disciples and Hawk Tua saviors. And then everyone will be bowing down to whatever her name is, Tua.
And Haley Welch, don't disrespect
Haley
her.
Welch Tua, my fault. And, she'll just be the masterclass Illuminati of like tier of people.
I think she should change her last name to Haley Tua.
Yeah.
Haley 2 would be actually sick. And all in all, what do we think about Jesus Christ, though?
Well, I'm Sikh, so I can't really give my elaboration on that.
He's Sikh. I don't know what Sikh really is. It's like probably Muslim or something, somewhat similar to Muslim.
Okay, let's not go that far. I think that's really racial.
No, it could be. I don't know. I'm
Okay,
not.
but like you can't just make that assumption. It's kind of
No, it's like S-E-E-K or what?
What?
S-E-E-K?
Sikh,
What's the
Sikith.
primary belief system?
For Sikh?
Yeah.
So when we die, we get reincarnated as cows.
I know it. I fucking know. I know it, bro, dude. And they're like, no, there's a cow right there. We can't move.
I'm like, well, why do you have to say in that? Tell me.
Look, there's cows.
See,
Oh,
yeah, well,
see the cow laying out. Look, the guy just died on the street. That could be him. Don't run him over.
you can't. I feel like this is kind of wrong to just say in that. tone.
Don't redeem it. Don't redeem it.
So this is now all of a sudden racist. Now we're just gonna go into.
All right. To avoid racism, we're gonna switch from Sikh. That's what it's called.
Sikh.
How do you spell that? I actually kind of want to learn into that.
No, you're supposed to.
I think we should just step away from religion from this right now.
Hold on.
I feel like this is gonna be very controversial.
Because I don't understand how you see all of this and believe it's just like there's just not some.
I don't want to.
Omnipotent being.
I don't want to give my.
What did you just
No,
say?
cow did.
Omnipotent.
What's an omnipotent being? Cows. Stop talking about cows, bro.
Omnipotent is all-knowing.
And that's why you can't eat beef, right? You can't eat beef.
Yeah, I can't eat beef. I can eat chicken and everything. I just can't eat beef.
So, like, do you ever had
Yeah, I
In-N-Out?
can't eat pork. Huh?
You ever had In-N-Out before?
When I was younger, yes. I
Was
used
it
to eat
good?
beef. When I was younger, I used to eat beef.
You have to start like following the rules.
So I never followed it until I got caught by my aunt.
So
So I
you're telling
never
me,
followed.
you're telling me, would you eat beef if you never got caught still?
When I eat beef, I never got caught. I think eventually, as I matured in high school, I realized this is wrong, and I would stop. But
Why do you eat chicken then?
bro, chicken is delicious, bro.
Well, why not be vegetarian if you don't?
Chicken
eat
is
beef?
delicious. I can eat chicken. There's no like rule stopping me from eating chicken.
Wait.
Chicken is just.
Does Sikh have a god?
See, we have a god. We have multiple. Like we have Hanuman, Ganesh.
Yeah,
Like,
bro,
we
you're not getting into heaven,
So
dog.
How do you worship God?
You're not getting into heaven, dog.
We have
You have
a
specific God for specific issues.
The only thing that exists is
I
the
don't know,
Trinity.
that's
That's all I gotta say.
kind of, but
The
not
Lord-
really. It's not
The Lord, wait, the Holy
the
Spirit, the
God the
Father,
Father,
God the
Son.
Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Hey,
Good job.
What's his name? What's his name?
Jesus Christ.
No, what's his real name?
Yeshua.
Yep, Yeshua. Yeshua is his born maiden name.
Good job.
How do you feel about Jesus, Gabe?
This might just be a theory of religion. No, I don't feel like that. Just because I was reflecting on the podcast.
We might get banned from YouTube if we talk about
Yeah,
Jesus
maybe.
too much.
You gotta put trust in
Sorry,
God.
Lloyd.
You gotta believe that He has the right path for you. That path isn't always a straight arrow. It's not always two different lines leading in different directions.
Remember, when there's
Shit could
always
go up,
darkness,
down, left,
there's
or
always
right.
light.
Exactly.
Mm.
Amen. Amen to that.
Amen.
You just gotta believe that He has a path for you. We should stop talking about this.
What do you believe your path is? What do you believe he's guiding you towards?
Is he guiding you towards the military like David Goggins?
Perhaps if that's the path that's set up for me, then that's what was set up.
Hey, In the weight room, how do you feel when people talk about David Goggins so much?
I think it's a great motivational tool because people don't take it as serious because they see it as, oh, we're joking, and it leads them to work harder indirectly. So I actually think it's a good thing.
See, I feel like David Goggins is going to be remembered for hundreds of years.
Is David Goggins Jesus? Maybe,
No.
perhaps.
Whoa. Is Michael Jordan Black Jesus? No. Who's the greatest basketball player of all time? It's Michael Jordan. No debate. No debate.
Michael Jordan.
I don't know. Longevity might be the argument here.
I don't care about stats. Hey, Bill, you can say Bill Russell's better than Michael Jordan. 6 rings over 4. All I'm saying.
Go.
Jordan's what in the finals? LeBron is what in the finals? Michael Jordan is better.
He's been to more finals, but we'd like to conclude this episode of Talk Titan. We thank you for all tuning in. This is Brian Munoz.
See you next time. Gabriel Simon.
This is Amber Gill.
And Bishop was here.
Bishop
Goodbye.
is in the back, but see you.